Hello everyone. Today I want to share with you a custom journal that I just finished. Let me move this camera up a little bit. Okay, there, a little better. And I have a twine closure for it. And let's move this book out of the way. It's got a soft fabric cover, and it has 9 signatures. This is the back, and I use usually a 5-hole pamphlet stitch. I like to make sure the signatures are secured very well. And the cover, I used a piece of a handwritten letter, beautiful handwriting, and this is a couple pieces from the paper collection, and then I put the word faith. She wanted a faith journal. I used Enchanted Journal Kit's Hydrangea Kit, which is on Etsy. And let's see, it measures about 8 1/4 by about 5 1/4, and it has 214 pages. So we'll go inside, and inside the front cover there's a crocheted lace pocket that I did a collage on. As you can see that. I added a piece of filigree metal, and inside the pocket is this little booklet I made. I added a little binder clip, and it says faith, and inside here these are pieces from My Porch Prints, a script kit or something like that it's called, and I printed them on tracing paper, and so they're translucent, and I put one on each page, and this one of course is a one cut in 2 to fit on both pages. But they're so pretty, and some of them have just faith sayings, and some of them have scriptures. But anyway, this is that little booklet I made, and I sewed it down the center with my sewing machine. So we'll tuck that in here, and then I fold this down so that it stays put. And this is the gorgeous Hydrangea Kit. I added tabs on each signature, and it's got a lot of ephemera in it, and here's a book page pocket that I made and collaged journaling card, and I used some of my coffee stain paper and stamped it. And then this is printed on tracing paper, and here's a fabric collage. And this page, I had a little bitty, probably about this big, New Testament that I had gotten, and it was totally falling apart. And so I put some of the pages all over a regular piece of paper and ran it through my copier, and now I have this collage page of New Testament pages that I can use. And then music paper, and my rose-colored line paper, and then in another kit from Etsy, and I don't remember where I got it, but it's has New Testament pages, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and so I printed those. And then there's a couple pieces of ephemera, and there's a little pocket with a library card in it, and another collage, and I have a little tag here. And then here is a belly band I just made. There's a video on it on how to make it. I've never made one of these ones with the strings, but it turned out pretty good. And instead of using a brad, I used eyelets because I didn't like that brad, those things sticking through there, so I used eyelet instead. And it opens up. These are tags. Excuse me. These are tags that came with the paper collection, and I just cut them down and used them to attach the circles. And you open it up, and this is from the paper collection, and then this opens, and so there's all this extra writing space. If you follow me, you know I like a lot of writing spaces in my journals. To me, that's what a journal is for. And then here's a piece of ephemera stuck underneath the belly band. And so that is I call it a fold-out belly band. And then I use that same page to print on tracing paper and make an envelope. And I just stuck some coffee stain paper in there, and I covered the flap with a piece from the paper collection, and then attached it here with this jumbo paper clip that I just got a box of these. In fact, here it is. I just got a box of these on Amazon. I've seen them on different videos, and I thought, oh, those are so cool. So now I have my own. And then here's the other half of that tracing paper printout, and some more fabric collage. And here's another collage book page pocket. Here's a piece of journaling card from the paper collection, and here's a piece of ephemera. So, and then here's another page from that gorgeous collection. And here's a second signature, some more ephemera. Here's a vintage dictionary page, and you can see how yellowed it is. And here's another fabric collage. And some music paper. 2 easy sonnets, Ludwig van Beethoven. So this is one of Beethoven's music. And here's another collage that I made, a pocket collage with journaling cards from the paper collection. And these, I think these are actually designed to be bookmarks, maybe. And then here's another pocket. And some more ephemera, and this one is just coffee stained paper. And And here's one of these stitch slots. I think these are so cute. I did a little collage on the front. And here's a bingo card and a library card and a gift check. Is that what they're called? And here's another one of these, like a bookmark. And this is a piece of ephemera. It says how the Crawford family spends its money each month. Mrs. Crawford's salary is $290 a month. And so you can just about imagine what the prices of that stuff is. Here's another fabric collage. Some more ephemera. Beautiful pages. I almost hate to give this to the person that commissioned it being done. It's so pretty. Another one of Beethoven's music. And here's another pocket I made from a die cut that I like to use. And this has, this is from the paper collection, of course. And then a library card. And another piece of ephemera. And then here's a music from a hymnal. It says, "Oh, happy day. It took a miracle." And then here's some more of that tracing paper I printed on. And here's a coffee stain doily with a little thing from the paper collection in the center. And another one of those gospel pages. And some ledger paper, pocket with a couple of tags in. Here's another ephemera, or I mean a collaged pocket with a couple of tags inside. And then here's another with a doily and one of those circles from the paper collection. The other half of that hymnal page, and then I have a pocket here, or envelope I should say, and fastened with a little binder clip. And there's a piece of ephemera inside. And another signature. Just absolutely gorgeous papers. And there's another piece of that vintage dictionary, which is so yellowed. And another piece of that printed tracing paper. Another of Beethoven's sonnets. I have a whole book of his music, so that's where that comes from. And then this is a hourly wage thing, like you would punch in a clock. And then here is a collage pocket and a journaling card from the kit. And then here's another collage, and in this one I used, added two of these little tiny tags that I love. I made a collage journal several years ago, and had a lot of those throughout the journal, tucked in the different collages. And then here's another fabric cluster collage. And another one of those gospel pages. And then here, On this one I have a flip out double side pocket, is what I called it. So, oh, and I don't have anything in these pockets. I need to put something in. Okay, here's the pocket. And then it opens up like this to write. And then on the other side, I have a pocket. And this one also opens up to write. So there we have two side pockets and extra writing space. Oops. And then here's another cluster that I put on there. And here's another envelope. And in this envelope I have pages from, I don't know exactly what this is, but I received it in a Happy Mail, and it's pages from a Hebrew book. I don't know if you see that? Yeah, there you go. So I added those in there. And some more ephemera. Here's a handwritten letter. And I made a sort of a collage there with that die cut and a little library card and a journaling card. And then here's something I printed for her. And there's another coffee stained doily. And there's a gorgeous, I think this is one of the ones on the front. Just beautiful. And another song page from that hymnal that I have. And there's that vintage dictionary paper. It's so yellowed. And then another fabric collage. Some ephemera. Here's another collage pocket I have here. And another thing I printed for her. And then here's another belly band. These are some old postcards. This is 1980. And I can't see what the date is on that cancellation stamp. But anyway, here's another belly band I designed. I don't think I've never seen one, so I don't know if anybody else has done it or not. But anyway, here's the front of it. And I added a strip of the fabric and a piece of metal filigree, and this opens up like this with writing space, and it also opens up like this with writing space. And then I just used this little binder clip to hold it shut. There's a couple of postcards in there. another coffee stained doily. And there's another thing I printed for her. And here is a envelope. And inside here is a little library card that she can write on. Okay, so what's wrong here? There we go. And then here is a pocket I made with a file die cut. And here's a couple of journaling cards. And this is, in fact, this is the tag that I cut down like this to use on the other belly band. We'll put those in there. And then back here we have a report card from, it must be a junior high school, in 1941 and 42. There you can see the date. Wow. Okay. And then here's another thing I printed. And another doily with a piece from the journaling or paper collection. More ephemera, 1935. Dictionary page. And then here's a page that I made. Let me see if this book will work under here. Whoops. Oh, nuts. Darn. Boy, I really wrapped that camera, didn't I? Okay, let's move this down. There we go. Okay. Now then, what I did, let's take this all out. Take these out. And then here's a pocket for a piece of ephemera. And here's pockets. So it's side pockets that are torn. And wait a minute, this one goes in here. And then here is a journaling piece tucked in here. And then, so this can hold several little pockets, and it's just layered pieces. I also have a video I did on that. And then I added this gorgeous piece of, I don't know what you call this stuff, but it's pretty anyway. And then I have another collage pocket with a piece from the paper collection and a piece of ephemera. This one was a letter sent in 1987, and just copied the whole thing like that. And it makes a nice fold out. There we go. There's a collage. And then I had this fabric, and I thought I'm going to make a fabric envelope. I've never made one before, so I gave it a try. And here's some German paper or a German book page that I sewed onto the fabric, and just put some extra little journaling cards from the collection in there. And it has faith and prayer time and faith can move mountains, Lord of Lords, to God be the glory, and so on. And I just thought I'm just going to add this in here also. So there's a little fabric envelope, my first one. And here's another fabric collage, another envelope that I used that page to make on tracing paper, and inside there's just a coffee stain paper to write on. And then I just used cardstock for the flap. There we go. And then there's one of my die cuts I love to use, and a piece of ephemera tucked behind in a pocket. And then here's a little, this is one of the Tim Holtz die cuts that I have. A little specimen slide type pocket, and I just made a side pocket with it, or a tuck spot, I guess you call it, and tuck these down in here. And then this, I'm not going to open that up, but inside of there are a lot of these different words that I put in there, and she can add to pages if she'd like to. And then here's a circle pocket with a doily, and these are from pages from the paper collection. Another fabric collage. And then I have a stiff piece of chipboard so that she has a hard surface to write on. And then inside the back cover there's another crocheted lace pocket with a collage on that I attached. And inside that is a glassine bag full of little extras, some words and some of these. This is what I used in that little booklet. This from the tracing paper that I printed that on. And there's a bunch of those in there. And then here's a little booklet that I made. And just punch some holes in the spine with my awl and use some seam binding to tie it together. And so that is tucked in there, and then she's got these extras if she would like to use them. And so that is my Faith Commission journal. I thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful day.